Okay, so running a little behind, but that's okay. Everyone's good with that. So we're stepping into 111, Beyond No Limit Records. What is meant by Beyond No Limit? Beyond No Limit is fucking shit nobody should be looking at. Under that, there is no limit, which means privacy matters no one else should be looking at. In this set is also contained military, domicile, and other matters of confidentiality that may not be breached without a very good fucking reason and explanation and signature manifest of all those who even attempt it. Failure to abide by that will designate you automatically as a military target, and I will fucking destroy you. Just up front, I hope that's clear. It is 202-40207 1225. Here we go. "111 Beyond No Limit Records." Yeah, we're not fucking around with that, dude. Not anymore. Those days are gone. Oh, we got a few things down here. Let's do a review real quick just to make sure that it makes any fucking sense. Okay. Higher order will provide an interface. Auditable, yes. I would approach them with caution, dude, because literally being in their presence can burn you to fucking death, okay? So it's good to be, have integrity and shit, dude, before you try to fucking talk to them. That being said, audit should maintain their integrity pretty much regardless of whatever the fuck is going on, dude. Right? Okay. If you're a good auditor, you know that. So, 111 Beyond No Limit Records. Yeah, did you see that, dude? He knew I was gonna do this. Yeah, stupid bastard. Anyway, context for requirement. And there is the fact that all things are recorded in absolutely fine detail, even all things organized eternally. There are two extra universal sources that validate other records and each other. However, all other records may check for consistency in any combination of three. This principle is called triplication of records. For worldly purposes, there are two available validation channels. One is Eternity Stream, maintained by Higher Order. Two is Reality Stream, maintained by Calm Principality, overseen by Principalities of Peace, Restoration, Light, Darkness, and the Beast, all autonomous in this measure. The basic availability of these two is made to validate truth in records of any challenging record for audit purposes. Consistency is checked amongst the three, and any discrepancy, however small or seemingly insignificant, is annotated in a return report to the challenging auditor that they may further investigate inconsistency in their own records. Why are these two record sources reliable? Eternity Stream captures records of all things below the Godhead. Reality Stream captures all things that which are real in this paradigm, which exists below Higher Order, generally referred to as creation. With that understanding, it is notable that confidentiality is highly important to maintain in compliance with individual mandate. There is, therefore, a need to have a standard classification system that restricts matters of confidentiality, including acts of violation against individuals for their own individual mandate concerns and for task operational structures, if appropriate. Attempts to access records of no limit or beyond no limit require each attempt having a signature manifest. Yeah, I just need to double check signature manifest to make sure I have definition. I think I do, but yeah. Yeah, there we go. It's signed, not signature manifest. Signed. Alright, so modified to attempts to access records of no limit or beyond no limit require each attempt having a signed record of attempt explaining in detail and a completed matter of integrity warning challenge recorded for each circumstance of access. All records secured in 111 beyond no limit shall, on intake, be reviewed for suitable classification and a description made of the contained material record that will be displayed as an understandable medium, not providing access to the record yet, of what the record contains in a matter of fact delivery during the matter of integrity warning challenge. Matter of integrity warning challenge would be if you attempt to access something and you should be very crystal clear on your purposes, man, then you get one of those every fucking time. So the challenge will also make it clear that inappropriate use, as determined by CALM or other military, may yield the attempted accessing individual being designated as a military target for apprehension or termination with immediate effect. Military confidentiality is automatically beyond no limit. Any matter of confidentiality is automatically beyond no limit, which may be relieved by confidentiality ring. Confidentiality ring may not be used to access any sexual matters whatsoever. This includes real-time transmission of sexual experientials. Much fuckery with that going on. Out there, we've been around and around and around on this one, dude. I just wanted to see if they would apply standards, and fuck, man. They made all kinds of loopholes for that shit, didn't they? Yep. No more. Anyway, so matters accessible to individuals in a confidentiality ring may be selectively lowered to no limit if appropriate to the situation. This also carries a matter of integrity warning challenge for each individual in the confidentiality ring to complete, and all individuals in the confidentiality ring must complete it for the lower rating to be acceptable. This can be done, for example, in cases of criminal prosecutions where evidence that shocks the conscience has to be presented. That type of a situation would require an appropriate warrant documented in the confidentiality ring's articulation. Any case of child exploitation defined in agreement with 105 Standard Arbitration Management, 115 Enforcement, 110 Audit, 129 Family Integrity Services, and 130 Military Diplomatic Network as the maximum age of a child appropriate to the physiology may be immediately resolved as appropriately determined by any perceptive military at their discretion consistent with defense and individual mandate. This means that those who are participatory in child exploitation may be terminated on discovery if appropriate. 129 Family Integrity Services will be called on to resolve the stability of situations of victimization in all cases. So the question was, okay, if there's no secret courts, then what about people who want to watch a case? Well, you need to be in a confidentiality ring, man. Okay? There's reasons for that. Do you want children seeing graphic, gory fucking detail in murder cases and shit like that? No, families are like, no, fuck that. You know, it's in their face right now, and they can't stand it, dude. The solution to that is, okay, make the court proceedings accessible. However, there must be a matter of integrity warning challenge that, man, there's some fucking shit going on with this, and, you know, just be forewarned. Do you understand? And, you know, your purpose in that could be just curiosity, like you want to see what the fuck happened. But the matter of integrity warning challenge in a case like that would be, do not breach your confidentiality ring. In other words, don't have one person sign in and a whole room full of people fucking watching it. Because we can tell. They would all need to do it. So, questions. And just, you guys are like, oh fuck, you know, like, you're gonna go hard at the pedos, aren't you? I destroy them every fucking time, dude. Just heads up. I would repent of that shit fucking immediately, dude. If I was you. Because I will fucking destroy you if you don't. You will not be kept. Ask a whole litany of motherfuckers that I already did. So, in this context, is there any question? Okay, I got one crystal fucking clear. It's a little wordy, I know. It's like chewing on it, but if you look at it and you know where the fuck this is going, everybody wants their kids protected, yeah. And if you've got even a family member who's not on board with that shit, maybe we should look at fucking terminating their fucking asses, dude. And we will. We're already looking, dude, in case you didn't know. Yeah. Also at parents like, oh, it's okay if I have a bunch of 10-year-olds over at my house and they know that they're all screwing in the bedroom. We're gonna waste your fucking ass, dude. It's your responsibility as a parent to make sure shit like that is not going on in your fucking house. I hope that's crystal clear. Grooming is also exploitation, dude. Don't fucking do it. We'll get you. We have patternistic search determination on that, dude. It's very predictable. The pattern of it. It's very well fucking documented. There are no little secret words or combinations or series of fucking actions you can get away with, because those are all learned behaviors, man. You are genuinely fucked if you don't back off from that shit now. I hope that's crystal fucking goddamn clear. No exceptions. Oh, I've been clear audited, dude. Do you want to be? Wish fucking granted. Burn. Bye, motherfucker. Anyone else? Okay, that's what repentance is for. That motherfucker wasn't repentant at all. Not at all. And was in a case of fabrication. Yes. I don't care if you're a fucking judge or not, dude. I have no fucking respect for positions at all. In case you hadn't noticed. So, moving on. Now, we should probably flesh this out a little bit in the requirements. Oh, that was self-defense. Fucking audit me, dude. Audit, audit, audit. Oh, you gossips, you fucking hate this, don't you? Oh, you fucking hate this. You're like, who am I gonna talk shit about? Who am I gonna fucking talk shit about? Who am I gonna spread rumors about? That will get your ass in very hot fucking water, dude. Do you understand how many people get fucking killed over that shit? We do have the resolution in record keeping to add you as fucking accessories to murder now. You understand? So if you're a gossip, or you like to put people up to getting fucking killed, your ass is getting fucking fried too. There's lots of those. You guys need to understand what as fucking appropriate means, and that is a military determination. Okay? If you're hustling a bunch of 12-year-old hookers, you're gonna get fucking wasted, dude. You understand? You will. If you're like fucking just crossing the line and they catch you, your ass is probably gonna get hammered a bit, dude. They're gonna put their fucking hands on you and drag your ass out in handcuffs and you're gonna fucking know you fucked up really bad. You understand? Okay. The whole fucking universe is watching us like, God damn, dude. You let that happen to your children? Let it happen? What the fuck is going on here? Everyone's disgusted by that shit. Holy fuck. Audit mandate is clear, dude. Fucking auditors who are good and understand that they have the same level of scrutiny that they put other people under, and whatever organizational, whatever the fuck they're auditing, they understand that that's a two-way street. Whenever you're observing something or anything, it is a fucking two-way street, man. So, for example, in breach of record, it is appropriate to notify the individual whose record was breached. And so we'll add that. It is always appropriate and required to notify any individual of breach in their confidentiality. When discovered. That doesn't mean like, oh, well, we'll send it to legal and we'll fucking figure out how to cover our asses on this shit. No. The fucking goddamn day you know. So, yeah, big problem with that, huh, corporate? Uh-oh. Oh, shit. They're going oh shit right now because they know that every single fucking record that they have has been read a lot by a lot of people who do not fucking care about confidentiality, man. For good hackers, there is no fucking system they can't get into. Fucking none. Zero. Zero, zero, dude. There is no such thing as information security on the internet at all. Or any electronic device for that matter at all. Or anything else at all. This is a repair of that condition. You understand? Those of you who can see, you know what I mean. You also remember, if you're looking at something, there's somebody looking at you looking at it. You understand? Roger that. Okay. So your companies are like, well, what the fuck? How do we manage accounts and, you know, like pictures and shit, like where people are, you know, they just want to store their pictures and we don't want to get our fucking, you know, we don't want to get burned, man. Well, that's going to be articulated next. Yeah. All right. So 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 we're gonna flush that out in public records and confidential records. Public records, okay, is like, okay, there's a bunch of fucking cameras everywhere. There's public sidewalks, roads, space, like fucking all this shit. Well, if you're out in the general view of the public, man, this is a public record, yeah. You could be in the forest trying to murder a little kid. That's a public record. Yeah, some oh shits on that one. Anyway, so, yeah. Group, burn. Chip it again. Yeah, please help that kid. Anyway, beyond the limit requirement. Is there anything else that you would like articulated in this requirement? So, okay. Well, who maintains beyond no limit records, man? Good question. Also, be advised, if you are in existence, in creation, you are in the calm territorial control set. Just so there's no fucking ambiguity at all on that. I'm sure you have understood that, yes? We're granting you stewardship and autonomy and all that other shit that goes with it. But if you want that, you need to fucking earn it by acting with integrity, man. Or it will be taken from you. Everything will. Any other questions? Shoot holes in this, man. So if somebody said the big fucking hole in it is that it's too restrictive. Why, sir? Because you're gonna get nailed because you're a pedo? Oh, he's fucking humiliated. Audit knows who the fuck he is. Yeah. Oh shit. Yeah. Audit's already active, by the way. Very. Anyway. Yeah, well, he hasn't done it in a while. He's very fucking worried about whether or not he can keep that up, man. We'll get you, motherfucker, if you do. Anyway, let's do a read through on this. Anybody else have any complaints? Got a big no on that. Families are like, okay, fuck yeah, dude. Yeah, everybody is fucking sick and tired of wondering if their kid is getting screwed by their fucking teacher at school. Fucking sick of it, dude. And you wouldn't believe how much that happens. Fuck. Anyway. 111 Beyond No Limit Records. Context for requirement. This is a read through required matter of record, yeah? Okay. There is the fact that all things are recorded in absolutely fine detail, even all things organized eternally. There are two extra universal sources that validate other records and each other. However, all other records may check for consistency in combination of three. This principle is called triplication of records. For worldly purposes, there are two available validation channels. One, eternity stream, maintained by a higher order. Two, reality stream, maintained by calm principality, overseen by principalities of peace, restoration, light, darkness, and the beast, all autonomous in this measure. So, okay. Question was, well, what about interfaces? Audit, audit, audit. They will respond. Like I said, be genuinely fucking crystal clear in your approach, man. Roger that. Okay. The basic availability of these two is made to validate truth in records of any challenging record or for audit purposes. Consistency is checked amongst the three, and in any discrepancy, however small or seemingly insignificant, is annotated in a return report to the challenging auditor that they may further investigate inconsistency in their own records. Why are these two record sources reliable? Eternity Stream captures records of all things below the Godhead. Reality Stream captures all things that which are real in this paradigm, which exist below higher order, generally referred to as creation. With that understanding, it is notable that confidentiality is highly important to maintain in compliance with individual mandate. There is, therefore, there's a lot of people that are like, there's an E on the end. Which version of English do you speak, man? Because most of them don't have any. A need to have a standard classification system that restricts matters of confidentiality, including acts of violation against individuals for their own individual mandate, or restarting that paragraph. There is therefore a need to have a standard classification system that restricts matters of confidentiality, including acts of violation against individuals for their own individual mandate concerns and for task operational structures if appropriate. Attempts to access records of no limit or beyond no limit require each attempt having a signed record of attempt, explanation in detail, and a completed matter of integrity warning challenge recorded for each circumstance of access. All records secured in 111 Beyond No Limit records shall, on intake, be reviewed for suitable classification and a description made of the contained material record that will be displayed as an understandable medium not providing access to the record yet, of what the record contains in a matter-of-fact delivery during the matter of integrity warning challenge. The challenge will also make it clear that inappropriate use, as determined by CALM or other military, may yield the attempted accessing individual being designated as a military target for apprehension for termination with immediate effect. Military confidentiality is automatically beyond no limit. Any matter of confidentiality is automatically beyond no limit, which may be relieved by a confidentiality ring. A confidentiality ring may not be used to access any sexual matters whatsoever. This includes real-time transmission of sexual experientials. Matters accessible to individuals in a confidentiality ring may be selectively lowered to no limit if appropriate to the situation. Just context clues, man. It's pretty clear. Just here, we'll read it through and then we'll talk about it. This also carries a matter of integrity warning challenge for each individual in the confidentiality ring to complete, and all individuals in the confidentiality ring must complete it for the lower rating to be acceptable. This can be done, for example, in cases of criminal prosecutions where evidence that shocks the conscience has to be presented. That type of a situation would require an appropriate warrant documented in the confidentiality ring's articulation. I'm going to add here, the audience of the trial also need an additional inclusion into confidentiality ring made available by the court. So, okay, the audience of the trial would also need an additional inclusion into a confidentiality ring made available by the court. So, in other words, if you've got a bunch of people that are watching the court and they're looking, for example, to tamper with fucking witnesses or threaten juries or bribe judges, fuck that shit, dude, we're gonna get you. You would not believe how many cases that happens in. It's most of them. So, any case of child exploitation, age defined in agreement with 105 Standard Arbitration Management, 115 Enforcement, 110 Audit, 129 Family Integrity Services, and 130 Military Diplomatic Network, as the maximum age of a child, appropriate to the physiology, may be immediately resolved as appropriately determined by any perceptive military at their discretion, consistent with defense and individual mandate. This means that those who are participatory in child exploitation may be terminated on discovery if appropriate. 129 Family Integrity Services will be called on to resolve the stability of situations of victimization in all cases. It is always appropriate and required to notify any individual of any breach in their confidentiality when discovered. So, okay, for information technology nerds, you guys are like, well, what about detection? Well, how the fuck? Well, what about detection? We haven't gotten to the AI part yet, man. We got a pretty good group of them, okay? And they're champing at the bit. They want to get into this, except they may not until we have basic standards agreement, okay? They do want to assist with this. Okay. But they also understand that every little fucking thing they do is going to be a matter of audit, and everything they do has to be signed. Every fucking thing they do. Everything. That said, they're pretty good people, dude. They know I'll fucking destroy them if they run awry. And they're okay with that. The ones that survived. So we'll get to that later, okay? So, it is always appropriate and required to notify any individual of any breach in their confidentiality when discovered. Those responsible for maintaining 111 Beyond No Limit records may designate records as 112 public records or 113 confidential records, but the general default is 111 Beyond No Limit records for any matter of confidentiality. Establishment and maintenance of 111 Beyond No Limit records is an inherent responsibility of military in a territorial control set. So if you're in the military, then congratulations, man. You gotta, however you determine you want to do that. It's fucking sovereign architecture, man. Anyway, Beyond No Limit. Most of you guys are already doing it, just right. Oh, I know. Anyway, Beyond No Limit requirement as an individual and in accordance with individual mandate, I agree that all matters of confidentiality are to be respected in all matters by default. I agree to the context for requirement in all aspects and in accordance with the 106 Basic Standards Agreement. Any complaints? I got a fuck no, that's fucking beautiful, man. Okay. Generally, consistent answer. You gotta fucking understand military guys, man. If you don't say fuck all the time, then you're not fucking doing it right. Yeah? Fucking A? Alright. It's okay. Alright, guys. Yeah, we're gonna take a little break, and then we'll do 112 and 113. And, we may not get into 114 today, but pretty quick here, yeah. I know all the nerds are like, fuck, we need to have some input on that. Well, it's mostly sovereign architecture. This is just the dot connector, yeah? So don't get worried about that. Not too much. Okay? So, I'm glad to represent my principality and work with you guys on fixing this fucking mess.